Service in downtown Cleveland.
Ukrainian and Russian people during his Easter message. The pontiff praising countries that help refugees and appealed for a dialogue between Israelis and Palestinians. Tens of thousands of faithful joining the 86-year-old during the service at a flower-adorned St. Peter's Square, affirming the Christian belief that Jesus rose from the dead days after crucifixion. Francis delivered a traditional speech about the world's troubled places. In Delaware, a manhunt's underway for a gunman who opened fire at Christiana Mall.
Local officials say at least 3 people were shot in the food court there. The victims have all been transported to hospitals, but the extent of their injuries remains unknown. Delaware State Police say there are currently no public safety concerns at the mall or in the surrounding area.
Fox's Claudia Cowan. America is listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology: mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Friday, April 7th on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. From the Tennessean, the Tennessee House of Representatives voted to expel 2 lawmakers 1 week after they broke several House decorum rules and protested on the House floor for gun control measures for approximately 35 minutes. The story has been garnering national news attention. Representatives Justin Pearson, a Democrat from Memphis, and Representative Justin Jones, a Democrat from Nashville, were both expelled following a lengthy House proceeding yesterday. A 3rd lawmaker, Representative Gloria Johnson, a Democrat from Knoxville, was not removed from office. The motion to remove her failed with a vote of 65 to 30, just 1 vote shy of its passage because expelling a lawmaker takes a 2/3 majority vote. Many Tennesseans are asking what happens now. The expelled legislator's home county commission, or in the case of the Nashville representative, the Metro City Council, may appoint someone to fill their seats until their term is expired. After the session has concluded, they could legally run for office again, so long as they have not been convicted of a felony. Several members of the Metro City Council in Nashville say they will vote to reappoint Jones as soon as the council meets again. The Metro Council will have a special called meeting on Monday, April 10th to discuss filling the now vacant seat. Shelby County officials have not yet released a date they will appoint someone to Pearson's seat. Although Representative Gloria Johnson will remain in the House, she has been stripped of her committee assignments. Local, county, and city government offices are closed today in observance of Good Friday. Both Bradley County and Cleveland City schools are also closed for the holiday. Bradley County schools will also be closed on Monday for a staff development day. From our news partners at Local 3, Governor Lee's tax reform plan in Tennessee has made progress, with the Tennessee House of Representatives passing the bill on Wednesday. This tax reform measure aims to make crucial changes to the state's tax code, which will have far-reaching implications for both private businesses and citizens of the state. One of the significant changes proposed in the bill is the inclusion of tax credits for private companies that offer longer medical leave plans to their employees. This provision seeks to incentivize private businesses to provide better health care benefits to their employees. The proposed tax reform measure also includes extending the tax-free grocery month from August until October, offering Tennessee residents more substantial savings on grocery bills for an additional 2 months. From the Chattanoogan, the Tennessee Department of Transportation will suspend all interstate construction work on Easter weekend in anticipation of increased holiday travel. TDOT crews and contractors will stop all road construction work that requires lane closures. The suspension started last night at 6 p.m. and will run through Monday, April 10th at 6 o'clock a.m. Motorists will still encounter some long-term lane closures on larger construction projects that will remain in place. While lane closure activity will be stopped, some workers may be on site in construction zones and reduced speed limits will still be in effect. Motorists are urged to adhere to all posted speed limits, especially in work zones. For more on local and state news, visit mymix1041.com, follow us on Facebook, and download our app that sends you instant notifications when news breaks. For Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv, this is Emily Beatty reporting.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck Annual Spring Savings Event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. For details, go to donledford.com or stop by Don Ledford GMC Buick on North Lee Highway, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there, and as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. They work with the communities and businesses they serve to make sure that all forms of waste are handled in ways that are reliable for their customers, safe for their employees, and respectful of the environment. Visit them online at wasteconnections-clevelandtn.com.
Bite this network with an urgent weekend morning update. You can go.
I'm looking forward to the evening.
I'm looking forward to the night.
When you want the best life, the time is right.
Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Hey Cleveland, Thomas Williams, Executive Manager with Mountain View Nissan. Coming to you today to talk to you about our new Car Madness sale for the whole month of April. Starting April 1st through the end of the month, we're going to give you a $500 Food City gift card for purchasing a new vehicle. You heard me right. A $500 gift card to Food City for purchasing a new vehicle in the month of April. We've got plenty of inventory, and also it comes with our lifetime warranty that covers your engine, your transmission, your water pump for as long as you own the car. It's April. It's new Car Madness time. Come see us.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Day of April, and a program note. I'll be speaking with the Speaker of the State House, Cameron Sexton, coming up this morning at 8 o'clock. It's a very timely interview, one in which, of course, this situation has made national news since Thursday night, covered extensively over the weekend on the national Washington shows, plus everywhere else. So we're going to speak with really a man in the center of all of this, the middle of all of this, is State House Speaker Cameron Sexton live at 8 o'clock this morning. Now, if you can't listen or watch at 8, you can go back and watch the interview at any time at mixtv.tv. Following the interview with Speaker Sexton, we'll be joined by our local legislative delegation in studio. State Representative Dan Howell, Representative Kevin Reaper, and State Senator Adam Lowe will all join us coming up just after 8 o'clock at our interview with Speaker Cameron Sexton. All right, good morning, and a check of our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. Here is Roger Pickett.
As our shopping budgets are becoming more constrained in these uncertain times, when you need a new mattress, please consider buying direct from the factory at Mermaid Mattress, because when you buy direct from the factory, you'll spend less and sleep better, I guarantee it.
For today, we'll have sunny skies, a high of 70 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny again, a high of 73 and a low of 41. Sunny on Wednesday as well with a high of 75. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 39 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
All right, good morning, everyone. This week of Mix 30, the celebration of our 30th anniversary of Mix 1041, with 30 contests in 30 weeks, is brought to you by the Flooring Center. And Bridgett, do they have a unbelievable prize this week? This is going to be a $1,000 gift card to the Flooring Center. Finishing Touch. Finishing Touch is a division of the Flooring Center, specializing in shutters and shower doors, which are built right in the Flooring Center warehouse. Finishing Touch is coming soon, and we're located right next to the Flooring Center. Their longtime location, 923 Starview Drive in Cleveland. You can learn more by calling or visit them online at theflooringcentertn.com. But everybody at the Flooring Center excited to be part of our 30th anniversary. All Mixed 30s presented by the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. The grand prize, a $1,000 gift card from TVFCU. Do that at the end. But Bridgett, this week, $1,000 to the Finishing Touch.
Yes, that is a huge prize. We appreciate the Flooring Center.
Tell you what, we're going to take our first round of qualifiers for that prize, our weekly prize this morning. Don't forget, you can call or text in right now. We're going to give you 10 minutes to do that. If you want a $1,000 gift card to the Flooring Center and the all-new Finishing Touch. Call the Volunteer Redipest Mix line, 423-614-6499, or you can text that same number on the HHM text line. It's our weekly contest this week, the Flooring Center, and what is, of course, as we just described, the Finishing Touch next door to the Flooring Center, opening very, very soon.
Hey, it's Brian Trotter, WCLE's 1996.
Direct Primary Care Associates is making our healthcare membership even better. Now you can have access to over 1,000 generic medications as a part of our membership. This efficient, affordable benefit to go with your already convenient DPCA membership makes getting your medications easy with home delivery. You can find out how you and your family can get access to over 1,000 medications, 24/7 access to your doctor via phone, text, email, telemedicine, same day or next day appointments, labs, and more with a low monthly cost at directprimarycareassociates.com.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthaler, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates, a $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Celebration list, Bridgett, what's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Jasmine Cudd. She is sweet 16 today. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Redipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903.
And let's get a news update right here. The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Coming up at 8 o'clock this morning, I'll be speaking with the Speaker of the State House of Representatives. That is Cameron Sexton, who's really in the middle of the national story that still continues to be covered by the nation's media, the expulsion of two state House of Representative members, and that being well covered, really, national over the weekend. That is Justin Pearson and Justin Jones. And they're saying they want to be reappointed, then elected back to their seats. Nashville meets today, by the way. The Nashville Metro Council going to appoint someone to fill Justin Jones' seat. But several of their council members have stated publicly they intend to reappoint Jones, who has said he would continue to serve. The Shelby County Commission will announce on Wednesday who's going to fill they meet Wednesday about who's going to fill the vacancy left by Justin Pearson's expulsion. And both former lawmakers were on NBC's Meet the Press Sunday. They said they will return to their positions if they are selected by their respective forms of government. GOP leaders said the expulsions were necessary to avoid setting a precedent that lawmakers disruptions of House proceedings through protest would be tolerated. I'm going to be joined by Speaker of the House, Cameron Sexton, 8 o'clock. Also, our local legislative delegation will be here to talk about this. And for the record, Representatives Dan Howell and Kevin Raper both voted for expulsion of all three members of the State House. Of course, as has been chronicled, the representative from Knoxville was not expelled. And so all of that this morning. Gloria Johnson is her name. So, at any rate. So a lot coming up. Stand by, 7:23.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Chevrolet annual spring savings event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. For details, go to donledford.com or stop by Don Ledford Chevrolet on North Lee Highway, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. On May 1st, they are relocating to a larger, more convenient branch at 950 25th Street in Cleveland at the intersection of Peerless Road. Call them at 423-458-3007.
Well, Bridgett, how was your Easter?
It was great. How was yours?
It was good. Did you attend services?
Yes, of course.
And how were things out at the Mount of Olives?
Oh, great. Had 2 great services yesterday. Great crowd. So.
And you did go to Mount Olive?
Yes.
Okay, that description, I was just checking. All right, Austin, how was Easter?
It was fantastic.
So what, I guess, did you go to church?
Yeah, we went to church yesterday and then had about 30 people at the house yesterday.
And what was on the, well, I guess you fed them. What was on the menu?
I cooked 2 hams.
2 hams. Well, I thought maybe you did a loaves and fishes miracle. I didn't know. I tell you what a lot of people were doing over the weekend, really starting last Wednesday, they were seeing Super Mario Brothers. Austin, did you see it?
No, I haven't.
Bridgett?
No.
I know you didn't.
No.
Okay, so it is the biggest non-sequel animation opening ever. It beat Frozen 2. Secret Life of Pets is actually the biggest as far as the weekend goes. But 5 days, they beat Frozen 2 from, I believe, 2019. $205 million.
Wow.
Super Mario Brothers. And as a matter of fact, Holden Hartline saw it with some buddies. And I went to pick him up, and I thought it was a Beatles concert. I've never in my life seen anything like it. But it was huge, and $340 million worldwide. And it talked about some of the stories I've read about it this morning. Talked about the generational pull, people 35 and over who've been playing this since the 80s, Super Mario Brothers. And now get to go watch it. So there you go.
Yeah, I'd go see it.
Yeah, I want to see it, actually. The movie Air is really what I want to see. Ben Affleck directed with it's a story of the Air Jordan tennis shoe Matt Damon is in it, Viola Davis, many others. And that aired at $20 million, which is a big number nowadays for a movie that's not a franchise. So anyway, it was a big Easter weekend at the box office. And I tell you, I was just so glad, Bridgett, you can't imagine, I got to spend Easter with my friend John Davis, Kia of Cleveland.
Awesome.
Well, it wasn't planned. Wasn't planned. We just ate at the same place yesterday, but got to meet his entire family.
Well, good.
And guess what?
What?
John Davis met my mother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, neither one of them will forget it. Matter of fact, they are still over there talking right now as we speak.
Looking for the dealer who's gonna give you.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Mixed Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Fruity with ripe blueberry and sweet pomegranate flavors paired with bright tart notes of fresh pomegranate. The blueberry pomegranate lemonade at Wendy's is incredibly refreshing. You can stop by and try it today only at Wendy's.
All right, Mix 104.1, 731. Sports on the way next. And first, It's the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Thank you to the hundreds of customers that left 5-star reviews after their experience of buying from us at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, sunny skies, a high of 70 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny again, a high of 73 and a low of 41. Sunny on Wednesday as well with a high of 75. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 38 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness. The sports report is sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Talked to Larry McDaniel yesterday by text message. He said it was quite a weekend, Easter, Saturday before Easter, at the Town Squire. Larry wanted me to thank everyone who stopped into the Town Squire over this last few-day period. As always, the Town Squire since 1977. You need new tees for spring and summer? Take a look at the selection at the Town Squire of Southern Tide and Vineyard Vines Cotton or Performance Material. Also new polo shirts and tees from Volunteer Traditions with the TriStar or Smoky. You decide. Thank you for allowing the Town Squire to serve you over all of these years. Since 1977, the Town Squire, 1717 Keith Street Northwest in Cleveland, in the Stewart Park Plaza, is the shop that appreciates the customer. And at 7:33, I want to go to the Volunteer Red-A-Pest phone line, and my buddy Neil Scott joins us. Neil, how are you?
Good, Steve. Good morning.
Good morning. Neil is a former, we're going to talk about the Masters. Neil is a former golf pro at the Cleveland Country Club, longtime golfer, and your mother, Maggie, one of the great golfers ever in Cleveland. Is that right?
She's the true pro, Steve, yeah. I'm better known as Maggie's son for sure.
Well, Neil, I just want to get your impressions. And, of course, by the way, Neil owns Basement and Crawl Space Solutions. We'll talk about that part of it in a moment. Hey, let's talk about the Masters. Just what do you make of it overall?
So I think the most impressive thing, Steve, is Jon Rahm has officially decided he's the best player in the world. I thought it was a pretty good tournament, though. I think it's always pretty fun to see a guy like Mickelson, at however old he is, shoot 65 on Sunday and climb up the leaderboard, finish second. You know, I don't really get into the whole LIV PGA Tour drama, but if you're into the drama, clearly LIV played good on Sunday, and the PGA Tour kind of went backwards. But I thought it was a great tournament. What do you think, Steve?
You know, I love it. I'm one of these casual golf fans. Like, you know, I never miss the Masters. I watch the majors, and I'll check in on some of the others. I'm not a super fan. I'm not a golfer. I tried it and I lost my religion 3 times. But man, I never miss the Masters, and I just think the beauty of it, the tradition is wonderful. But how about the weather, man? They had every bit of weather that you could possibly have over the weekend.
And I don't think people really understand how much rain they got, because you're talking about a place in the world that, you know, has unlimited budget, and they have all the cool toys to make sure that golf course stays dry. And if you were watching it on Friday and Saturday, you saw that standing water on the greens. You know, they've got $1 million worth of systems underneath those to pull the water out. It was a horrible weather week. The fact that they even finished on Sunday was crazy.
Joined by Neil Scott. Neil talking about the Masters with us. So Jon Rahm, yeah, it was interesting. Scheffler puts the green jacket on Rahm. Scheffler was number 1. Now Rahm is number 1. I mean, so what do you make the rest of the year for Rahm? Does he just continue to romp?
I think he will. You know, the other cool storylines, too, Steve, the other two that I thought were pretty neat was, you know, Jon Rahm, Seve Ballesteros was his childhood hero. That was the 40th anniversary of his last win there and his birthday yesterday. Wow. And then I heard Costas at the end, or Nance, sorry, at the end when you were in the room giving the jacket out, say that, I don't know if you know the tradition of the Masters, but as the guys get there and check in, they get badge numbers, right? So it's 1 through however many players are in the field. There was like 114 this year. Well, Rahm's badge number was 49, so April 9th was when it ended. So I think it was his year to win.
I think you're right. And then, you know, he will host and pick the menu for next year's Champions Dinner, and he's already throwing out some ideas, which sounds nice. So So and you know what? He gets to play. He gets to play for a lifetime now. Thank you.
Oh, he's a member for a lifetime. I believe how that works, Steve. I think they're invited to come back anytime they want after they're a champion.
I noticed Larry Mize, Sandy Lyle, they finished, say their final starts there, and then how about Freddie Couples, oldest to ever make the cut?
Pretty awesome. Freddie Couples has always been a big fave of mine. I'll tell you another pretty impressive storyline was the amateur. That's the first time an amateur's competed that deep into a tournament in a while, and to finish, did he finish even or 2 under? I can't remember what he finished.
I think it was even, yeah.
He almost got the invite back next year. So top 12 in ties get invite back for the next year. And I think he was like 14th or 15th. But it's pretty impressive. Amateur golf can compete like that in that tournament. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, and did you see there in Butler Cabin, Bennett? He's got a 36-hole tournament at Texas A&M where he attends school today.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yep. Walking, carrying his own bag, 36 holes in one day. Playing in the Masters for a week. Good luck.
Goes from the Masters back to reality, one would say. Anything else stick out to you, Neil, from the weekend?
I don't think so, other than the fact that it was Easter weekend, so I hope everybody that's listening had a good Easter. I know we did, and, yeah, that's about it.
Neil Scott, now you're also in real life, I guess, or in your day-to-day life, you're the owner of Basement and Crawl Space Solutions. How's everything going, and what can you do for people?
It's going great. You know, the best thing I can tell you is with all this rain that we've had this year, because, oh, my goodness, we've had a lot, that's our specialty. So we started as a waterproofing company. We do basement and crawl space waterproofing. We do floor stabilization. So if you've got bouncy floors, we can fix that. And we also do structural repair. So if you have any issues at your home, we'd love to come and help you. We look at it for free. We're locally owned and operated, and yeah, that's us.
How do people reach out to you, Neil?
The easiest way is phone 423-320-8883. Of course, we're on all social media platforms. Basement and Crawl Space Solutions.com is the website.
All right, Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, our buddy. I've known Neil Scott since he used to Bridgett. He used to come over to Chad Davis's house, and I lived next door to Chad for years, Kurt and Teresa, and we all used to have fun playing, Mark Gravel and Joy and everybody, and the whole neighborhood, Drew Johnson. Man, we had a great neighborhood back then.
It was an amazing neighborhood. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Well, Neil, it was great seeing you on Easter Sunday, and great to talk to you today. And man, do I think everybody just loves the Masters. You know what? We really do.
Hard not to love it. Can't wait for next year. Steve, thanks for letting me talk to you this morning.
You may become, I don't know, you may become our major golf, how do you think you did, Bridgett? You may become our correspondent.
I think you did great.
I'm in.
All right, Neil.
Talk some golf.
Appreciate it, buddy.
See you, Steve.
Have a great day. Neil Scott, Basement and Crawl Space Solutions. Hey, speaking of Chad Davis, you know, his father-in-law and his wife, Brittany, they own the Flooring Center and the brand-new business that they just started, Finishing Touch. Flooring Center, Finishing Touch. So this week's prize for Mix 30, our 30th anniversary, we're celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in 30 weeks, is a $1,000 gift card to the Flooring Center Finishing Touch. Finishing Touch is a division of the Flooring Center. It's brand new. Matter of fact, I don't even think they're open yet. Specialize in shutters and shower doors, built right in the Flooring Center warehouse. And it's coming soon, yeah. So it's there on Starview Drive. You know where Flooring Center is. You can go online, theflooringcentertn.com, or call them. Call our buddy over there, 476-9434. But if you want to win that $1,000 gift card, go to our website, mymix1041.com, 19 before the hour, coming up at 8 o'clock. We're going to talk to the man who really is in the middle of the biggest story in this country right now, and that is the expulsion of two Democrats from the State House in Tennessee. We'll talk to State House Speaker Cameron Sexton coming up at 8 a.m., plus our local legislative delegation will be in our studio. All that coming up.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Hey Cleveland, Thomas Williams, Executive Manager with Mountain View Nissan. Coming to you today to talk to you about our new Car Madness sale for the whole month of April. Starting April 1st through the end of the month, we're going to give you a $500 Food City gift card for purchasing a new vehicle. You heard me right. A $500 gift card to Food City for purchasing a new vehicle in the month of April. We've got plenty of inventory, and also it comes with our lifetime warranty that covers your engine, your transmission, your water pump for as long as you own the car. It's April. It's new Car Madness time. Come see us.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work, and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
They actually, some of the Swifties, the big Taylor Swift fans, they picked up on some hints. Apparently, her set list on her Eras tour, where I read a report over the weekend, she's making about $10 million a night. And selling out stadiums, not arenas, stadiums, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people. But, yeah, it's over for her and Joe Alwyn. Mix 104.1.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates, a $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com.
Mixed mornings.
And I heard Ivy was at Bristol Motor Speedway yesterday and had a great time at the dirt track last night, I understand. So happy birthday, Ivy. 9 years old today. My goodness.
All right, call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome in here. Big week kicking off. This is Easter Monday, and coming up here in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be joined by the Speaker of the State House of Representatives, Cameron Sexton. This really is, since Thursday evening, been the biggest story in the nation. And it was very heavily covered on the network so-called Washington shows yesterday. It's really been covered heavily throughout the nation. The expulsion of two Democratic House of Representative members. Of course, one member, Gloria Johnson of Knoxville, was not expelled. She says it was because of her race that she was not expelled. She is a white woman in Knoxville. But two men were, and it is expected that they are going to be, if the reports are true, they'll be reappointed. One in Nashville by the Metro Council today, the other in Shelby County on Wednesday. And state law says they cannot be put up, basically expelled again on the same charges. So there's a lot to discuss with the Speaker. He's going to join us actually for the second Monday in a row. He was with us last Monday following the initial protest. He's going to join us again for a very timely interview at 8 o'clock this morning. Then we'll go directly to our local legislative delegation. We'll be joined in studio by State Representatives Dan Howell and Kevin Raper. Give us a sense of what was happening Thursday night there in the state capitol. And State Senator Adam Lowe will be here. So we'll talk to our local legislative delegation following our interview with State House Speaker Cameron Sexton. Again, that's going to be right at the top of the hour at 8 a.m. At 9 before 8, this has been a Logan Thompson Law News Update. The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143. Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford annual April Spring Savings event at their pre-owned automotive center in Cleveland. They have over 90 quality pre-owned vehicles available for you to choose from right now with new arrivals daily. For details, go to donledford.com or visit their showroom on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
Shop local at Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattress. The Eller & Owens.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any two, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Hey Cleveland, Thomas Williams, Executive Manager with Mountain View Nissan. Coming to you today to talk to you about our new car madness sale for the whole month of April. Starting April 1st through the end of the month, we're going to give you a $500 Food City gift card for purchasing a new vehicle. You heard me right. A $500 gift card to Food City for purchasing a new vehicle in the month of April. We've got plenty of inventory, and also it comes with our lifetime warranty that covers your engine, your transmission, your water pump for as long as you own the car. It's April. It's new car madness time. Come see us.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank. Celebrating our 30th anniversary with Mix 30, presented by Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. 30 contests in 30 weeks. Register at mymix1041.com.
Sponsored in part by George Gray with Allstate Insurance, Medical Center Pharmacy, and Bender Realty.
This week of Mix 30 is brought to you by the Flooring Center. And the Flooring Center and the Flooring Center Finishing Touch is coming soon. They will specialize in shutters and shower doors, which are built in the Flooring Center warehouse right next door to the Flooring Center. Finishing touch coming soon. And this on, of course, the located Flooring Center, 923 Starview Drive in Cleveland. You can learn more by going to theflooringcentertn.com or call them at 476-9434. This week's prize, courtesy of the Flooring Center and Finishing Touch. It's going to be a $1,000 gift card to the Flooring Center, Finishing Touch. So here's how you register. Go to our website right now, mymix1041.com, mymix1041.com. Week 2 of Mix 30, celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in 30 weeks. mymix1041.com. We'll also be taking more calls and text as we go along today. Great prize. Good morning to our friends, the Flooring Center. Our friends of so many years. 3 minutes before 8 a.m., let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Our anniversary Lindsay Line Queen mattress is on sale now for only $499. A mattress you can flip and rotate just like you used to, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, sunny skies, a high of 70 and a low of 39 tonight. For tomorrow, sunny skies again, a high of 73 and a low of 41. Sunny on Wednesday with a high of 75. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 39 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Drs. Ken and Brian Beard. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
And we are just a couple of minutes away from a major interview here at Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. And that will be with the Speaker of the State House of Representatives, Cameron Sexton, who's going to be calling us from Nashville this morning, coming up here in just a couple of minutes. And we are looking forward to this interview, and we'll do that here in just a couple of minutes. Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We're also on Talk 1013, The Buzz this morning. Program reminder, we'll have the Braves and Reds tonight. Braves, Bridgett, big loss to the San Diego Padres last night.
Yeah, we were looking so good there for a while.
Yeah, you know, it's a long season, Bridgett.
Yeah.
Braves lost to the Padres last night, 10-2. They'll host the Reds for a three-game set beginning tonight. First pitch 7:20. We go on there at 7. Right here on Mix 1041, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Don't forget, at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, when you purchase a new vehicle in the month of April, you'll receive a $500 Food City gift card. Also, we didn't get to the other sports notes. At 7:30, we focused primarily on the Masters, won by John Rahm yesterday. So I had a couple of headlines here. Thanks to Neil Scott, Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, for calling us, giving us some analysis. He's the former pro at the Cleveland Country Club. His mother, one of the greatest, if not the greatest golfer in the history of Cleveland, Maggie Scott. Celtics over the Hawks yesterday, final game of the season, 120-114. But the Atlanta Hawks will be in the NBA playoffs beginning tomorrow night with a play-in game at Miami. The Heat, if they win, they'll take on the number 2 seeded Boston Celtics in a quarterfinal series. If they lose, they'll meet the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks beginning next week. Big night race at Bristol last night, dirt track race on Easter Sunday night, was won by Christopher Bell, a bunch of Cleveland people up there last night. And Odell Beckham Jr. has signed. He out for a year, coming back, signed with the Baltimore Ravens. No telling who his quarterback will be. Lamar Jackson, of course, requested a trade. At 8 a.m., we're going to be joined in about 20 seconds. Be joined in about 20 seconds by State Speaker of the House, Cameron Sexton. Stand by.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. This is Talk 1013 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 1013 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Good morning, everyone. We are Mix 1041, Talk 1013 The Buzz, and
this Mix TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm joined now by the Speaker of the State House of Representatives, Speaker Cameron Sexton. Speaker Sexton, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good, and I hope you are.
Very good.
Well, sir, I know you're very busy, got a lot happening, but I do appreciate you calling us this morning. I do want to go back to Thursday night of last week and just get your take on if you can describe what happened Thursday in your own words.
Yeah, well, the body of the House of Representatives had 3 votes, and on 2 of them, the body thought there was enough there to vote for expulsion, and on the 3rd one, the members, it got close, but they didn't feel like it got to the level due to Representative Johnson stating in her testimony that she didn't use a bullhorn, she didn't yell and shout, she didn't pound the podium like the other 2 did, and so she made a case that she didn't, even though she was a participant, she wasn't as active a participant than the other 2.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I know that you voted for expulsion, and you know, this has obviously become a national story. You know, and I guess plain speak, and just a plain question be, in your opinion, does the punishment fit the crime?
Well, I mean, you can talk to a lot of people, and people have varying opinions. And mine, it does. You know, if they went to the well and without being recognized and just started screaming and yelling, and then the Democrats would have been able to remove them, that's one thing. It led to a different level when they brought a bullhorn in and then used the bullhorn from the well. That rises to a different level based on that action as they were leading the protests in the balcony.
I believe I'm right. I read over the weekend. I believe is it the 4th time in state history that expulsion has occurred in the State House? Is that correct?
Sounds right. 3 or 4, but yes.
Yeah. We're joined by the Speaker of the State House of Representatives, Cameron Sexton. I appreciate him joining us. Let me go back. You mentioned Gloria Johnson of Knoxville. She, of course, did not lose her seat. She made the statement over the weekend, I noticed CNN on Thursday night and other national outlets, that she feels like she was not expelled because of her race. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I mean, if you go back and watch, she brought 2 attorneys with her, and they made the case, and then she made the case through her answers to questions that, as I said earlier, that she did not participate to the same level as Representative Jones and Representative Pearson. So she attempted on the House floor to distance herself from them, even though she was up there and a participant, that she didn't go to that level. I'd still continue to vote for expulsion. There were a few members who decided that since she wasn't as involved than the other 2, then they did not vote for her.
Mr. Speaker, you stripped all 3 lawmakers of their committee assignments. Will Gloria Johnson regain her committee assignments since she was not expelled?
Yeah, I got sat down with Democrat leadership this week. I have a meeting this morning, and we'll kind of discuss the road ahead for her.
We're joined by the Speaker of the State House, Cameron Sexton, our local legislative delegation, including including Representatives Dan Howell and Kevin Raper will join us here in just a moment. So now, you know, we know the Nashville Metro City Council. Many of their members are saying that they will. They want to reappoint their member, and then also the same for the Shelby County body. The Shelby County Commission will meet, I believe, on Wednesday. So, you know, if these gentlemen are reappointed, how do you think they're going to be received to come back to the House, to come back to the State House?
Well, I think most members, if they do get reappointed, which is what it looks like, and they come back this week or at some point this week on that appointment, you know, hopefully we can work now towards finding solutions to the Covenant shooting and working towards finalizing the budget and get back to work. And we're hopeful that we can do that. I have a meeting this morning with both Republican and Democrat leadership and members to sit down and get back to a point like we have over our history of working together, especially since we have a couple of weeks left. I think everybody is ready to get back to working together the best we can to find solutions that will benefit Tennessee.
Of course, Justin Jones of Nashville and Justin Pearson of Memphis. And let me, maybe just a couple of more questions here. And I know you're extremely busy, Mr. Speaker. We're joined by Speaker of the House in Tennessee, Cameron Sexton. What if they protest again? Because, to our understanding, lawmakers cannot by law be expelled for the same offense twice. What happens if they were to lead or to protest again?
Well, once again, there's a difference between if you do something outside the chamber and outside the Capitol or somewhere else. That's not the protesting that any of us were talking about. But hopefully they will not do that again on the House floor. There's no guarantees, but hopefully they won't. And hopefully when we sit down, and I sat down with Republican Democrat leadership today, that we can talk about how to continue to have the ability on the House floor to make sure that we're all following the same sets of rules and doing the same sets of things and working for the benefit of Tennessee. And so I think we can get there. I'm hopeful we can get there. But, you don't really know what they may or may not do. And so you hope for the best and see what happens.
Have you had any communication or contact with these gentlemen or Mrs. Gloria Johnson since all of this happened?
No, I have not.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, were you at all concerned for your or any of the other House members' safety on Thursday night? As I was watching, I was thinking, my goodness, it was almost like it could just explode at any moment. Were you concerned for as far as your safety or the safety of the other members Thursday night?
No, I don't think it got to that level. I mean, there were a lot of people outside the chamber that were yelling and screaming and protesting stuff. You can hear them on the tape when people are talking on the inside the chamber. But the inside the chamber, the people in the balconies, there was very little disruptions from the balcony. And I think it was a very long day, and we made it through it. And then we'll hopefully this week get back to work and continue to do things to really focus on the 6 victims from the Covenant shooting and looking for solutions to solve those types of issues or limit those types of issues as we look forward to passing a budget here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and Mr. Speaker, we had you on last Monday, and I do appreciate you joining us again today, but going back to the tragedy there at the Covenant School, if you can just mention a couple of your thoughts, and as far as solutions are concerned, if you can remind us of that.
Well, the governor proposed SROs in every public school in the state of Tennessee, which we know is a deterrent based on the things that we have heard from about her and her decisions on where to go. The governor also proposed some SRO funding for private schools, security upgrade enhancements for public and private schools, double the funding for behavioral health and K-12 education to help the kids that are having issues. And then we're starting to look towards other things that we can do that are outside the school level. I think the first thing was focusing on inside the school and trying to get more resources and more things in there. As we focus on outside, this female individual attended the school but had been on a while, and so we're still trying to obtain information that she about her that hasn't been released that would help us make some decisions to look for solutions that would have limited her ability to do what she did.
Speaker of the House of the State of Tennessee, Cameron Sexton. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now we turn to our local legislative delegation. Following Thursday night, we have, of course, Representatives Dan Howell, Kevin Raper, and State Senator Adam Lowe. And Dan, I want to begin with you and want to go back to Thursday night. Just your impressions of being in the chamber that evening.
Thank you, Steve. It's good to be with you this morning,
Thank
and
you,
I appreciate the speaker and the things he had to say. If I could just tag on to something he said about the school safety bill. It's interesting, as we ran that bill, we had a regular session that morning. We had a calendar of about 25 bills. And, of course, about the 10th one in. In fact, I had just finished passing the infrastructure bill on the floor and had headed back to my desk when all of this exploded. But it's interesting, one of the bills that we passed that morning was the school safety bill that the speaker just mentioned a moment ago. And it was a bipartisan vote. I watched the board very closely to see who was going to vote against it because there was tension in the air. It's interesting that the three people we've been discussing this morning voted against the school safety bill. All of their colleagues voted for it. So it's interesting that they talk about school safety, but if it doesn't include the confiscation of your weapons, then they will vote against that bill. That was my perception of that. And I've had a lot of emails, texts, phone calls, hate mail, you name it, as my colleagues have. Over the past few days. And one of the things that keeps coming up, they say, what you did was unconstitutional. I just want to set the record straight. Tennessee Constitution clearly says in Article 2, Section 12, that the bodies of the Tennessee legislature, House and Senate, have the constitutional authority to set their own rules and to punish and expel unruly members who do not abide by the rules. That's interesting, and I won't talk too much. I'll let my colleagues talk. It's interesting that one of those three, Justin Jones, made the comment to a group of colleagues. We were not in session. It was during this fiasco that we had. He made the comment, some had told him that he had disobeyed the House rules. And his comment was, well, the rules don't apply to me because I didn't vote for the rules. Well, that's like saying I'm not going to obey the law because I didn't vote for the sheriff. It's just nonsense. And the House of Representatives and the Senate have been around for 227 years. Whichever political party is in control of that House sets the rules. So for 140 years, the Democrats set and voted on their rules by majority. We've been in control, the Republicans, since about 12 years now, I believe. We're doing the same thing that they did. We set the rules and vote on it by majority. We all abide by them, Republican and Democrat. But when you have a situation where they say the rules don't apply to me, then you're going down the road toward anarchy. And that's why they had to be dealt with. And that's why I voted to expel them.
Representative Kevin Raper.
Yes, sir.
Same question.
Yes, sir. I'll take off a little bit on what Representative Howell said. I'm going to take off a little bit more on the rules of decorum. He had mentioned the state constitution, which allows expulsion and so on. One of the misleading facts about this is the fact that they have violated rules of decorum numbers and numbers of times. And this is not only on the House floor, that this is in committee. That at numbers of times this will happen, whether you're talking about the chair lady or chairman of the committee, or whether you're talking about Speaker Sexton. They will speak out order. For example, we just got through discussing a bill, a over Duck River. So we may be on Duck River, and then all at once they'll be recognized. They'll stand up, and then they'll talk about abortion. They'll talk about gun laws, and Speaker Sexton will kill their mic, and he'll say, "Listen, I need you to stay on the topic." Okay, and he said, "Can you do that?" They'll say, "Yes." Okay, he'll mic them back in. Then exactly the same, and they get louder. Okay, then he will stop it again, and then he'll say, and chairpersons have done the same exact thing, and then we'll come back, and it'll happen over a process of 2 or 3 times. Then they'll finally just silence their mic for that bill alone, and they've had numbers and numbers of opportunities. So the narrative they want to give is we've been silenced, we have not been given opportunity. They're given multiple opportunities, even when we're talking about a certain bill. Then even as far as that's concerned, Speaker Sexton will give them numerous opportunities, and when they finally show, and sort of the end result will be, then he'll kill their mic, and then what they do is scream and yell and try to get the gallery to join in and to riot-type behaviors and just anarchy, and so everything that we do in public, we have a set of rules. It doesn't matter whether it's this radio station, you have a set of rules that you abide by, whether it's coming to work on time, whether it is something that you're not going to get a megaphone and start a protest and this and that. Well, you may say, well, this is a private business. Well, schools, exactly the same way. You can't let somebody, as a former school teacher, you can't let somebody get up in front of a classroom and start protesting. It just everything, it violates everything about civility. So there's a lot more to this story. And one other thing that I want to mention is this, and Senator Lowe will talk about this a little bit, but when our vice president came to Nashville, she had all kinds of opportunities to reach out to these families. It wasn't about the families. It was about supporting these, and because they felt like they didn't get their voice on whether it was gun legislation or whatever. And we haven't even made up our mind when it comes to a great deal of that. We haven't even gotten to some of that. So we're going to be looking at all kinds of things to make not only schools safer, malls safer, and the citizens of the state of Tennessee. I think that's our number one thing, is we as legislators should always be concerned about the safety and welfare of the state of Tennessee. So
we are joined by our local legislative delegation, Senator Adam Lowe. What are your impressions of all this?
Well, thank you, Steve. First, I've had about, I think I was counting this morning, upwards of 200 emails. People who oftentimes want to lecture me on the Constitution but don't understand that I'm not even in that house, right? We are a bicameral chamber.
He's the lucky one.
Yeah, I'm the lucky one.
He didn't have to do any of this.
So what I'll say is brush up on the system of government as you work to reach out to those who can have influence on a vote. I have had I'll call it a luxury in this instance of being able to observe more than participate. But we deal with some of the same issues in the House. First, let me commend our legislators on having constructive conversations around school safety. When you get into the halls, you realize we've not lost focus. The focus is still there. How do we keep our kids safe in school? We haven't gotten into the weeds on demands. We haven't taken anyone hostage. We haven't paraded families and children as shields in a political battle. We've had a very laser-focused initiative of protecting schools. And that's what you saw in the school safety bill. And that's what you're going to see going forward. Millions of dollars poured into aiding and supporting law-abiding people with resisting those who want to break the law. That's how laws work. The law-abiding stand against those who want to break the law. So first and foremost, know that we've kept laser focus. We've not forgotten the families. We've not forgotten the 3 children and the 3 adult victims from this shooting last week. And it pained Kevin. He's heard me talk about it. I was angry for the first time in this entire situation when I saw the Vice President of the United States come to this state, a rare visit to Tennessee, for the purposes of political posturing and activism, to not even so much as give a courtesy call to the families of the victims, to only reference them as tools in a public debate around gun control. It's unbecoming of the Vice Presidency of the United States. Frankly, it's disgusting to see when those of us who are working for school safety really try to keep the victims in mind here. Again, being able to look from the outside in, all I can say is 1976, the President's Men, all the President's Men, key phrase, follow the money. Follow the money. You have people, and I'm not just going to isolate the ones who were up for expulsion, but there are many, many people who work in Nashville for the purpose of personal branding and advancement. I've been very clear, some of the watchdog media organizations are the new televangelists. Keep everyone scared and collect their money. Mm-hmm. And this is no different. You have career activists who did not come to the Tennessee legislature to be legislators. They came to be activists. They're in the wrong environment, as we've seen. The national media, CNN, those folks, they love them. They're the darlings, right? They're out there raising more money. When I say raise money, I'm not just talking about campaign money. I'm talking about they are raising personal money and have for ages. Meanwhile, I come back home to Southeast Tennessee and I send 5 of the most precious things in my life into those schools every day, my 4 children and my wife. And it requires me to keep laser focused because I don't care about those personal brands people are building. I don't care that their goal is to be the next Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson or Barack Obama or Joe Biden. I don't care about all that. I care about the fact that the 5 things in my life that I ran for, that many other people have in their life, their families, still go into those schools every day. So I hope that now that they've achieved the level of celebrity that they sought, we can kind of get back to the work at hand.
Representative Howell.
Thank you, Steve. I just want to say we all 3 have had a lot of emails, as I mentioned earlier, and all kinds of media accusing us of racism. I just want to let people know that I think I can speak for Kevin in this instance, that we voted to oust these 3 based on the content of their character, not on the color of their skin. I believe Martin Luther King said he hoped that we would get to that point in America. That's exactly how we voted, because Justin Jones has an arrest record, 14 arrests. 14 arrests before he got elected to the House. He was arrested for throwing hot tea on a former Speaker of the House. He has been arrested for assaulting a trooper, Tennessee State trooper. Their character has proven to me that they do not deserve to be elected to one of the highest offices in the state of Tennessee.
I want to, we're joined by our local legislative delegation. I really appreciate these gentlemen coming in. They're on their way to Nashville once again to pick up the session for this week. I want to remind you, if you're just joining us, we did have a very timely interview with Speaker Cameron Sexton of the House at the top of the hour. If you missed it, you can go back and watch it, mixtv.tv. But I want to go to a question I asked him, and I want to specifically go to you gentlemen in the House. And that is, look, Nashville is going to take up a reappointment today. Mm-hmm. Shelby County is going to take that up Wednesday. If these men are reappointed, as it looks like they're going to be, how do you think they're going to be, first of all, received by their fellow members of the House, number one? Number two is, look, and I asked this of the Speaker, if they do this again, state law is they can't be expelled on the same charge. I'll begin with you this time, Representative Raper.
Yes, sir. First of all, I'll say that as far as being received by their own party, we had heard rumors. I'm not saying this is actual fact, but we had heard rumors that some of their own party were disgusted about the behaviors and didn't support those, but they had to go by party lines when they were voting, which I understand that on a contentious issue like this. And the next thing is, as far as being received by fellow Republicans, I can speak for myself, and I think I can speak for Representative Howell. I mean, they will come in and we'll be business as usual until they start. If they start the same rhetoric over again, then we'll try to deal with that the best we possibly can. So, as far as I'm concerned, hey, I'm not a grudge holder. I want the best for the House of Representatives, not just those people or not Republicans or anything. So,
I have no doubt, Steve, that they will be reappointed by their commissioners. But I believe the House has the authority to decline to seat them under an appointment. I believe that's true. We need to check the Constitution on that. So there's that out there. But of course they will be reelected coming up the next special election or in 2024. We cannot refuse to seat them if they are elected. However, you mentioned they can't be expelled twice for the same crime. They've been heard on one crime. We expelled them for that crime. If they commit another crime after they've been reseated, they can be expelled again. So I believe that our leadership will stand strong. We have a determination by I think a good majority of the legislators in the House, and we're determined to not let the decorum of the House and the rules of the House be violated and slip into chaos.
Senator Lowe, got a final word from you.
Sure. Listen, it speaks against that whole national narrative that this was trying to get rid of a bunch of people. Everyone knew they were coming back. I mean, you talked to Hall's House of Representatives, senators. Nobody in the know was under the delusion that this particular expulsion would rid the legislature of a couple of key individuals. We knew they had support in their tiny little districts. We knew that they were able to win that support and it would rally it. We knew they'd raise a lot of money on the back end of this. We knew they would get celebrity, and I say we as the state of Tennessee. Anybody in the know knows that they're coming back. So that national media narrative that this was actually trying to silence or exclude them is not accurate. What there was a clear attempt to set a new standard for everyone when it came to how you get things through. You pass bills to affect change in government. No bills were presented or have been presented. This is the argument I have with some of my Senate colleagues. You gripe a lot, you have the rhetoric, but you don't have the pen to draft the bill for us to consider. You accuse us of not doing things that you've not asked us to do, that you've not asked us to vote on. So I hope when they return that they'll receive, at least in the cloud of all the celebrity, a little bit of the message that if you want to affect change in Tennessee, draft a piece of legislation, put it forward, let it be judged on the merits of the work, not how eloquent or how big your brand is in a space. And I looked at what happened a week ago when the initial offense occurred, and a lot was where you're disenfranchising my 70,000 people. But 70,000 people in Nashville and Memphis do not get to consume all of the space for the other 3+ million people or 7 that we have in this state. And I represent 210,000 people. If I was to get in and grandstand in the Senate and take up all the time, that's a complete slap in the face to the rest of the state. So I think everybody wants everyone to speak, and I want them to think that they should give everyone else the courtesy to speak throughout the legislature. And if you want to speak and you want to speak clearly, put forth legislation to get something done.
And we will give the final word to our senior member, seniority. Not seniority.
We call him Pawpaw.
Either way.
Pawpaw Howell.
Either way, I qualify either way.
That's
Steve.
fine. Dan Howell.
I own it. I own it.
Dan Howell will give you the final word.
Well, the national media is not talking about this, Steve, but no one has really, they think it's just a peaceful protest. Let me tell you what happened the day after the Monday session when there was a huge protest in the gallery. The day after, we didn't have session, but these three, at least two of them that we know of, led about 300 people into the Capitol. And, of course, they had to go through security. And according to the security personnel, about less than 100 of those had Tennessee IDs. These were out-of-state people. Most of them were, we believe, evidence that they were paid. Not only did they go through security and they were not from Tennessee, but the security confiscated knives, pepper spray, bear spray. They filled up a security tub full of that stuff. So they were there to cause chaos, not to have a dialogue.
Gentlemen, I appreciate your thoughts. I appreciate you coming this morning. We've got a very busy week ahead, and we look forward to hearing more from you as this session goes along. We're going to have to take a break right here. When we come back, we'll have much more on Mix 1041. We're back on Mix 1041, and if you missed any of this since 8 o'clock this morning about what is really a major national story at this point, go to mixtv.tv. That's mixtv.tv. We're back in a moment. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
For you to choose from right now with new arrivals daily. For details, go to donledford.com or visit their showroom on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program is a safe place for children to play, learn, and grow and out of school. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
All right, Mixed Mornings is served by Tzatziki's as we say good morning to you. Hey, it's we kicked this off last week. Mix 30 is the celebration of 30 years of Mix 1041. We're celebrating with 30 years, 30 contests in 30 weeks. This is week 2, and this week is sponsored by the Flooring Center. And the Flooring Center, our longtime friends there, are giving away a $1,000 gift card to the Flooring Center Finishing Touch. Let me tell you, it's a brand new division of the Flooring Center. Finishing Touch is going to specialize in shutters and shower doors. And they're going to be built in the Flooring Center warehouse right next to the Flooring Center there on Starview Drive. And you can, tell you what, we're going to take some qualifiers right now. So you can win a $1,000 gift card to the brand new Flooring Center Finishing Touch. You can call or text us for the next, we'll give you 10 minutes. For 10 minutes right now. And if you're watching mixtv.tv, some really good pictures of what they can do there right now. So here's what you can do. You can text us. If you text in, please put your name on it and just put Mix 30. That way we'll know what the contest is about or what you're entering for. Or you can call 423-614-6499. We'll do this the next 10 minutes. Now, you can register at any time on our website under the Mix 30 banner at mymix1041.com. And don't forget, you must register each week. Now, if you register once either by the website or by calling or by texting, you're in for the week. But we start all over each and every week. Thanks again to our longtime friends at the Flooring Center. You can find out more about the Flooring Center by going to theflooringcentertn.com or call them 476-9434. There's Starview Drive here in Cleveland. But if you want to win that $1,000 gift card, we'll qualify you at 423-614-6499. You can call or text in to us right now. And we'll give that away. Dwayne Williams will announce the winner of that this coming Friday afternoon at 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on my way to the Mediterranean.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Direct Primary Care Associates is making our healthcare membership even better. Now you can have access to over 1,000 generic medications as a part of our membership. This efficient, affordable benefit to go with your already convenient DPCA membership makes getting your medications easy with home delivery. You can find out how you and your family can get access to over 1,000 medications, 24/7 access to your doctor via phone, text, email, telemedicine, same day or next day appointments, labs, and more with a low monthly cost at directprimarycareassociates.com.
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to you all soon.
Bridgett, I know that you love. And it's really not a correction, but we're talking about the Flooring Center. But you told me something about that $1,000 gift card.
Yeah, so that $1,000 gift card is good for the Flooring Center or their new division, Finishing Touch. So you can use that at either.
All right, very good. Finishing Touch, by the way, brand new division of the Flooring Center. And they are going to specialize in shutters and shower doors. Shutters and shower. Try saying that a few times. Shutters and shower, shutters, shutter, shower.
Careful.
Okay, Miss Easter. All right, Miss Mount Olive. Why would I need to be careful?
Well, I know how you talk.
Oh, hey, wait a
Off
second.
air.
What? Oh my goodness. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's hear this. Roger Pickett got a nice picture of Roger and Cindy and the grandchildren. Had a great Easter, we understand. Glad to hear it. Mermaid mattress.
If you could buy a great queen or king size mattress for $399, would you consider getting rid of that old lumpy mattress? Come to Mermaid Mattress, where you can get this mattress in any size for the price of a twin.
For today, we'll have sunny skies, a high of 71 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny again, a high of 73 and a low of 42. Sunny on Wednesday as well with a high of 76. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, good morning. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness.
For more than 30 years, the Chattanooga Heart Institute and CHI Memorial have been leaders in the treatment of heart attack, heart failure, and bypass surgery. Our team of 27 board-certified cardiologists, 3 cardiothoracic surgeons, clinicians, and support staff provide award-winning comprehensive cardiac care. Learn more at ChattanoogaHeart.com.
What a weekend it was, and a lot of people wondered if they'd be able to finish the Masters on Sunday, and they did. The 87th Masters tournament won by Jon Rahm of Spain. It's his first Masters championship, his second major win overall. It was a beautiful weekend. Well, it wasn't really not, actually. So Thursday was good. Friday was rainy. Did you hear about the trees that fell?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
There's some interesting video. I tell you, it honestly was could have been a terrible situation. A lot of the patrons running away from the trees there. But I love the Masters. We had Neil Scott on last hour talking about it. Former pro at the country club. His mom Maggie, one of the greatest golfers in the history of Cleveland, and then he now owns Basement and Crawl Space Solutions. But anyway, it was a great tournament. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was. And remember, Pastor Jordan Easley, he predicted that Rahm would win in the studio.
That's right.
When was that? Thursday, I guess.
So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Pastor Jordan Easley, good point. He did pick Jon Rahm.
That name kind of stuck out because I'd never heard of him before. So.
Well, he's now the #1 golfer in the world, and I guess Jordan's competing with Perry Stone. So a little prophecy. May want to Perry may want to have Jordan at the next conference. Never know. Anyway, so well, there you go. Jon Rahm wins, and how about Bennett, the amateur, who did better than any amateur in many years. Well, he's playing. He's from Texas A&M in the SEC, and he's playing a 36-hole tournament, the Aggie Classic today. 36 holes, carrying his own bag.
It'll be a little different.
A little bit different, yeah. But he said he's going to play today. Landed late last night. I saw some video this morning, maybe early this morning, and he's going to do that. Great tournament. Sunday night baseball last night, though. The Braves, boy. Padres over the Braves 10-2 last night in Atlanta. Reds will be in Atlanta tonight, 7:20 first pitch here, Mix 104.1, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Don't forget it, Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland throughout the month of April. When you purchase a new vehicle, you'll receive a $500 Food City gift card. Celtics beat the Hawks yesterday, final game of the regular season, 120-114, but now the Hawks will play in the NBA play-in tournament, which has been Actually, a great move by the NBA. Added a lot of interest in the beginning of the playoffs. So, playoffs? I said that. I thought of Jim Morris Sr., the late, great Morris. Anyway, so the Hawks will go to Miami tomorrow night, play the Heat. If they win, they will take on the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. And they're number 2. If they win, well, they get to play Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, number 1 seed in the East. NASCAR at Bristol last night. I remember the days they did not used to race on Easter. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. NASCAR never used to race on Easter until now. The Food City dirt track race last night. Christopher Bell won it in Bristol last night. And Odell Beckham Jr. is back. He has signed a 1-year, $15 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens. Who knows who his quarterback's going to be? Of course, Lamar Jackson has requested a trade, but I guess we shall see. It is 8:45, sports sponsored in part by Solutions Finance. I know a guy, probably 3 guys watching the Masters. Ricky Hentz, Greg Redmond, Todd Kopic, all excited at Solutions Finance. Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender.
Serenity Funeral Homes, convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home, completely remodeled, offering cremations as low as $5.95, funerals $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com, when trust matters most.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute, your regional leaders in vascular care. February is Heart Month. What do you know about cardiovascular disease? Here are some fast facts to remember. 52% of high blood pressure deaths, the silent killer, occur in women. Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States will have a myocardial infarction. Stroke accounts for approximately 1 of every 19 deaths in the United States, on average every 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Many cardiac and stroke events can be prevented through education and lifestyle changes. Take the time to sustain your changes and control the risk factors that can be managed, such as establishing a primary care provider, exercising daily and eating a healthy diet, maintaining your diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol, and quitting smoking. For more information about vascular disease, visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com or call their office at 423-602-2750 to be evaluated. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week.
Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Good morning and a very happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great Easter weekend. Now, we're starting off the day today with some cool locations, especially the spots that are in the 30s. 37 degrees in Murphy, 37 in northwestern Bledsoe County, 39 right now in Blue Ridge. Much of the area is in the 40s though, so you'll see Dayton, Athens, Cleveland at 41, down to 49 in Fort Payne and 46 right here in the city of Chattanooga. So go ahead, grab the jacket before you head out the door, but it's like a typical spring day, which means cool in the morning, but warm and comfortable in the afternoon. So day to kind of dress in those layers. And of course, I know that last week was spring break for many of our kids and teachers. So you're heading back to school this week. Again, expected to be cool in the morning time, 46 degrees, but after school, sunshine and a nice, pleasant 68. In fact, those recesses, particularly during the afternoon, the ball practices after school are going to feel really nice out there. And we have some great weather to come for this week. So I think we'll top out at 70 degrees today, 72 on Tuesday, 77 on Wednesday. So stair-stepping up each day. Monday through Wednesday, just abundant sunshine. We may have a few clouds here and there. That's it. On Thursday, we'll add a few additional clouds to the mix, so still getting that partly sunny sky and 79 degrees. I would include Thursday as being another really nice day. That 20% really comes into play late Thursday into Thursday evening with an isolated shower chance. Our next kind of really active weather day won't be until Friday, so absolutely plan things to be outside the next few days. Friday, though, you want to once again have the raincoat handy. Just a 40% chance, though, for some scattered showers and storms. So let's take a peek with all of that. So right now, here's what's happening outside. You can see that milky white color. Those are a few of those high thin clouds that are passing over our area. That's it. So there's really not a lot of activity. We have mostly clear skies right now. Really to our west, the only thing that's going on is we have this trough that's dipping through from Wisconsin all the way down to Texas, and that's bringing a few pockets of some showers and thunderstorms. One right now around the Omaha area, another in central portions of Texas. That's just not going to come into play for us here locally. We're going to be dominated by a ridge, a high pressure, which is keeping us with this really nice weather. So absolutely enjoy the day today. You get to enjoy the day tomorrow too. In fact, that high pressure right over our area tomorrow, bringing the blue sky and the sunshine, those highs in the low 70s. By Wednesday, we're going to top out in the mid 70s. Again, you can see that little bit of white showing up. Yeah, there may be a stray cloud here and there, but that is really it. On Thursday, sunshine in the morning time, then we'll start to see some clouds on the increase, but you're still going to have that nice mix of sun and clouds. That's why I said Thursday is another really nice day. Not until later on in the day into the evening, we had that slim chance for an isolated shower, but that will be more likely as we look ahead to Friday. So here comes that green on the map for Friday. This is Friday morning. Continuing into the afternoon, we will have the chance even maybe for a thunderstorm to develop. Now, this activity will be scattered, so we're not talking about widespread soaking rain all day, but just something for an early heads up for the end of the week. That precipitation is going to push out of here, drying us out in time for Saturday. So total rainfall on Friday, just not a lot. On average, about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch. That's about it when we look at our big picture for our area. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today, though, no rain at all. Again, cool for the next few hours, still in the 40s at 9 a.m., 49 degrees. By noon, we begin to get that milder air, so around 60. I think we'll be at 61 in Chattanooga. Lots of sunshine today, and then here comes those nice temperatures for the afternoon. So topping out the day at 70 degrees. It's going to be sunny. It will be fabulous. Tonight, 43 degrees with clear sky. Great night if you want to do some stargazing. Bundle up and enjoy that. And then as we look ahead to tomorrow, 72, sunny. It will be a terrific Tuesday with that wind light from the northeast. So just awesome weather. Had to put it on the 7-day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then scattered showers return on Friday. Saturday will be the better day of the weekend, and then more rain possible again on Sunday.
Weather week of the year?
I mean, it's just great.
Is it?
Me personally, I love spring. It's my favorite season.
Okay.
So I'm pumped for this.
Yeah.
Downside, of course, everybody.
Yeah. Celebrationless, what's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Jasmine Cudd. She is sweet 16 today. Savannah Shell is also having a birthday today. Ivy Rogers is 9 years old. And then Sheila McLean is 63 today. The birthday wish says happy birthday to our mom and Nana. That is from her daughter Wendy, grandkids and great-grandkids. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritipest Mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security.
We're on Mix 1041, mixtv.tv, and now we're joined by our friends from Hearth Hospice. We have with us Bridgett Dallas, Christy Bourne, and Casey Mountjoy. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Good morning.
Hello.
Thank you very much for coming. And Casey, I want to begin with you. You're the clinical liaison. I want to talk about hospice care. What is it and who can benefit from it?
Yeah, absolutely. So hospice care is a plan of care for those that are nearing their end of life. Usually that's about 6 months or less prognosis. And that can be anything from cancer to end-stage dementia to cardiovascular issues, pulmonary issues, things like that. It's a very cool plan of care for you to receive all the care that you need at home. And so we provide a multidisciplinary team that comes out as far as making sure that they've got the nursing care that they need, that they have the home health aid care that they need. We have volunteers, which these lovely ladies will tell you about in just a minute. We've got chaplain services, social workers, and we really just want to provide dignity at the end of life wherever someone calls home to provide that care to them.
Joined by our friends from Hearth Hospice. So Casey, how is hospice paid for?
Yeah, so hospice is a 100% covered benefit under Medicaid and Medicare. It's also covered by many commercial insurances. So that means that for the patients and the families, there's no out-of-pocket cost. All the care is covered, and that's the boots on the ground support that you get at home through the people, but also any sort of equipment and supplies that any patient needs to be able to be comfortable at home.
What's the philosophy, and as far as, and also how are you different at Hearth Hospice?
Yeah, so hospice philosophy is really talking about comfort at the end of life. So we're not doing anything super aggressive. We're not going to continue to nitpick every fine detail of a diagnosis. We're really just worried about the patient's comfort and their dignity. And so our philosophy of care is to keep them comfortable wherever they call home, whether that's in their home, an assisted living, an independent living community, a long-term care facility. And again, it's really based on patient's comfort. Hearth was created probably 11 or 12 years ago by a local physician that really just wanted to do hospice care right. So at Hearth, our philosophy is that we want to do more love, whatever that means for that patient. And so that's kind of how we approach the end of life.
And then how can people get started with Hearth Hospice?
Yeah, so a hospice referral is generated by any kind of provider, whether it's a primary care provider, whether it's after a hospitalization. They just send a referral over to start hospice care, and we kind of take it from there.
All right, we're also joined today by Christy Bourne and Bridgett Dallas, volunteer coordinators. And ladies, what kind of, so let's talk about volunteers and what types of volunteers do you have, and then also what types do you use?
Okay, we have two different kinds of volunteers. The first one we call patient-facing or patient care volunteer. They help us out in the home with the patient, either going and providing some companionship with them or going and sitting with them so a caregiver can go to an appointment or get some relief. And then we also have what we call administrative volunteers that help us out with things in the office, such as filing, mailings, things like that, and special activities.
Okay, how does someone become a volunteer?
Well, first they would go to www.hearthhospice.com and they would apply on there. But there are processes that we go through. So every volunteer does have to go through a drug screen and a background check. So we do a full screening of every volunteer, since we will be sending them into the home or out into the community. So there is a process that they have to go through, but we love our volunteers. Our volunteers are highly valued. We love them. They're part of our family. And so even though they go through the process, there is a lot of love for them as well.
Let's talk about requirements to being a volunteer with Hearth Hospice. Tell me about that.
Okay, to be patient-facing, you must be 18 or older. You have to pass the drug screen, the background check, go through the training. We have 12 hours of training videos that they go through, but those are videos that help them know, how to do their job as a volunteer. We can use students in the office from 16 to 18, but no one younger than 16 is allowed to volunteer.
All right, Bridgett Dallas, Christy Bourne, Casey Mountjoy, Hearth Hospice. Let's get the contact information out. How do we reach you at Hearth Hospice?
Okay, for the Chattanooga office, you would call 423-531-6555. And for the Cleveland office, you would call 423-541-9941.
Well, ladies, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming today.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Hearth Hospice, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to take a break right here. Coming up, we're going to be joined by our friends from the United Way of the Ocoee region. Stand by, everybody.
Misfit Tacos.
Thank you.
Forget what you think about tacos. Unique, fresh, purpose.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology: mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made from scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any 2, just $5. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best life, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Hey Cleveland, Thomas Williams, Executive Manager with Mountain View Nissan. Coming to you today to talk to you about our new Car Madness sale for the whole month of April. Starting April 1st through the end of the month, we're going to give you a $500 Food City gift card for purchasing a new vehicle. You heard me right. A $500 gift card to Food City for purchasing a new vehicle in the month of April. We've got plenty of inventory, and also it comes with our lifetime warranty that covers your engine, your transmission, your water pump for as long as you own the car. It's April. It's new Car Madness time. Come see us.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Direct Primary Care Associates is making our healthcare membership even better. Now you can have access to over 1,000 generic medications as a part of our membership. This efficient, affordable benefit to go with your already convenient DPCA membership makes getting your medications easy with home delivery. You can find out how you and your family can get access to over 1,000 medications, 24/7 access to your doctor via phone, text, email, telemedicine, same day or next day appointments, labs, and more with a low monthly cost at directprimarycareassociates.com.
Or go online to justcalldales.com. That's justcalldales.com. Dale's Heating and Air. Service you can trust.
All right, good morning, everybody. Mix 1041. We're on mixtv.tv. Let me just remind you, if you missed our interview, very timely interview, news-making interview, we understand already been picked up by several outlets, with the Speaker of the State House of Representatives, Cameron Sexton, at the middle of the biggest national story since Thursday night. We aired that at 8 o'clock. If you missed that, you can go back and watch it, mixtv.tv. All right, let's check our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Roger Pickett, what's happening?
Keep it
local in all you do. Our local businesses need you now more than ever. And if you need a mattress, you know that Mermaid Mattress has been your local mattress factory since 1979.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
All right, going to be, oh man, beautiful. Sunny and 70 today, down to 43 tonight. Sunny and 72 tomorrow. And then on midweek Wednesday, my goodness, sunny and 77. Your Simply Bank temperature stands at a cool 43 degrees as we say good morning at 9:05. Back with more in about 22 seconds. We got to get legal for a moment here.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix 104.1 WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
All right, it's time to talk about something we love talking about. That's United Way of the Ocoee region, and our friend Kayla Schukert joins us. Kayla, how are you?
Doing great, Steve. How are you this morning?
I am doing great, and I tell you something that's really taken off, United Way Wednesdays. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, these are opportunities throughout the month of April, every Wednesday through April, where you can participate in a give back at one of our business of focus.
All right, so we've got two now. We're also, I understand, joined by Larson. Is that right?
That's
right. Larson, come in and say a word with us. Tell us what you do at United Way.
Awesome. Hey, guys, I'm Larson, and I'm with the United Way, working with Kayla and Resource Development and helping kind of develop this new initiative of United Way Wednesday. So,
oh, really?
Yes,
She led this?
She led it.
It's been awesome getting to contact and work with these businesses to give back to our community.
Well, that is wonderful, Larson. It's great meeting you. I want to begin now with, we're joined by Donnie with Lowe Beans, one of Cleveland's favorite new places. Donnie, how in the world are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for coming. And Donnie, tell us about Lowe Beans and how you got started here and why you came to Cleveland.
Well, I am originally a medical distributor. I was in Alaska with a surgeon that had moved up there, and I had to move my family up there. And we were up there from January through July, and we found these little coffee shacks. There was all these little coffee shacks up there in Alaska, and one of the girls in there got to know my wife, got to know my family, asked them about snowboarding at Alyeska and making my wife feel welcome to the community. And so I really kind of fell in love with that business. It felt more like a connection versus a transaction. And so I came back to Chattanooga and said, I want to start this business. And so we opened our first one in September of 2020. Kind of in the middle of the pandemic down in on East Brainerd Road in Chattanooga. Yep. And then we got fortunate enough to find this little spot up here in Cleveland, and then we opened in July of this past year. And so we are absolutely loving Cleveland.
Well, what a wonderful story, and Cleveland's obviously embraced Lowe Beans, Donnie, and it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Then we have Seth joining us with Salsaritas, and we love us some Salsaritas. How about that, Seth?
Awesome. Hey there.
You got a side hustle with Honda, it looks like. What's going on, Seth?
You know, moonlight with Honda.
Moonlight with Honda. You're playing the Masters today, looks like. Anyway, I'm kidding. So, Seth, tell us what's happening at Salsaritas, buddy.
We got a lot of good stuff going on, so I don't know if you guys know, but we've got a location right down the road, 694 Paul Huff Parkway.
Oh, yeah.
Doing catering out of there. But yeah, just great fresh Tex-Mex food, fresh made-in-house salsas, chicken and steak cooked twice a day. So a lot of good stuff going on there, though.
Well, we love Salsaritas. All right, so Kayla, if you will,
yes, sir.
Today, or I guess this coming Wednesday is going to be a big day. Tell us what's going to happen.
That's right. So all day on Wednesday, you can start your morning off with coffee at Lowe Beans or get an afternoon coffee, and a portion of those sales go back to United Way. Similar to at Salsaritas, you guys can come through and get your lunch, your dinner, cater it to your office, those business folks here in town. You're able to be a reason why someone has their lights on, has roof over their head, has clothes on their back. A portion of these sales to these businesses goes back to the United Way, and this is what it takes to raise money in the community. It takes awesome leaders like the folks I have on my left, am I right, that say yes and want to participate with us, and it takes you people responding and coming to these awesome businesses.
Seth, what made you want to do this with Salsaritas?
Well, just seeing, partnering with United Way and just seeing the way they meet a lot of basic needs, it was just very relatable for me. It was things that, especially coming off the pandemic in 2020, being in the restaurant business, I was part of a restaurant group where we were shut down, and a lot of me and my colleagues, we were in that position. So that was kind of an eye-opener for me. So now going forward, since that, whenever I can partner with a place like United Way that, like I said, is very relatable as far as the needs they provide, just something I want to do.
Same question, Donnie. Lola Beans, why'd you want to be involved?
Again, going back to Alaska and seeing that interaction with the customer and being welcomed. I was an Air Force brat, moved around. I always appreciated people that made me feel welcome, put their arm around me, walked me to the cafeteria, made me feel welcome to the area.
Yep.
And that's what I see. It's almost like it's your favorite sit-down coffee shop meets Chick-fil-A, and if they got together and had a baby, that's Lola Beans. And so we've got to keep getting quicker and move people through, but also be making that connection, and have a place where people come and their name's remembered and the service is great and it's not just a transaction.
So then we'll go on Maury Povich and decide the ancestry. How about that? Larson, talk about not only these business partners. I know you got a lot more to come, and I know you got to be just loving talking to these people about United Way.
Yeah, it's so exciting to be on here and really just getting out the word to the community. We're hoping that more and more people will want to partner with us if you're a local business and want to hop on.
What would they need to do, Larson? How can they
you can reach out to our office or email me at the United Way, Larson Church at United Way of the Ocoee region, and would love to, if you're another local business and want to partner with us and give back to the community. We're doing this in April and November, our United Way Wednesday. So excited for this Wednesday for Salsaritas and Lola Beans to both be joining us.
What a great combination. Kayla, I'll give you the final word. Anything you want to add here before we go?
Just thank you for our folks here who are linking arms with us. We really appreciate you guys doing this, and I do want to mention that Salsarita is doing every Wednesday across the month of April.
Oh wow, there we go.
So they're going big or go home, and they're going big.
I love it.
We just appreciate all of our partners who are partnering with us. Our community is great. It's an incredibly generous community. This is an easy way to give back. We would love to have you guys participate with us.
Let's do it. Again, this Wednesday, United Way Wednesday, is this week's Spirit Days with Lola Beans and Salsaritas. We really appreciate it very much. Thank you for coming. And to the paparazzi. Once again. Oh my goodness. Remind us, Kayla, introduce her again.
This is Kristen Chastain, our marketing director at United Way.
Chris is doing a great job. And you sadly took a vow of silence, but one day she'll start.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate
it. Finally, you're better than the people who work here. All right, thank you very much. That's going to do it for us this morning. It is Mix 1041. And hey, again, if you missed anything this morning, including our news-making interview earlier about 8 o'clock with the Speaker of the Tennessee House, Cameron Sexton, plus we had our local legislative delegation in with their reaction to what happened at the State House on Thursday night. With what led to the expulsion of two of those three House members. You can go to mixtv.tv and see those interviews. Until tomorrow, Bridgett back with Midday plus Dwayne later this afternoon. Steve Hartline. Have a great day, everybody. Fox News is...